Hello guys, so welcome to part 3 of my What I'm Taking to Duck Mountain playlist. This one hopefully is going to be short. You've seen all these videos before, or all these items before, sorry, back if you've watched some of my older videos. Really, it's the same, pretty much the same cutting tools that I'm taking with me. But now that I've used them for a little while, we can chat about them. So, right off the hop, first thing we're going to talk about is the tomahawk. Okay. It's a CRKT Woods Chogan. It's fairly standard. I mean, I've used it now for a couple of years. Really, it does what it's supposed to do. It holds an edge quite well. Although I found that it actually works better with just slightly dull. So instead of instead of sharpening it razor sharp, just get it razor sharp, use it for 1 or 2 trips, and then it really starts to shine after that until it goes dull, which takes forever. The handle's hickory. It's a nice handle. As you can see, mine's working its way off. Even though I dressed it up, took all the burrs out of it and everything else, it still works its way up. That's why I wrapped it as well. And of course, orange paracord, so that when you drop it in the snow or drop it in the woods, or it falls off your quad or whatever, you can find it again. And of course, a mask for any type of hatchet, axe, tomahawk, anything like that is mandatory. All right, next item. Like I said, you've seen this before. This is my Becker. What you're seeing is patina, not rust. I cleaned all the paint off of it because it looked all gross, painted up when you chip it all off and stuff like that. So I was like, take all the paint off of it. And I forced a patina on it. I replaced the handles with micarta. I found the scales that come with it are plastic. I think they're some sort of super plastic. Anyways, I find them too thick. My hands aren't huge, and I found the handle slightly too thick. Also, in rainy, wet, woody conditions, which I camp in sometimes, they get really slippery, and that was hazardous for what I use this for. I mostly use this for batoning small wood and general camp chores. I don't take down trees with it or anything like that. Batoning is pretty controversial, I guess you'd say. It sparks conversations. I don't use a hatchet, so this knife does everything for me, and it's handy. It's easy to maneuver, controllable. Next up, since we're talking about knives, we might as well carry right on. What I'm going to be carrying with me in my pocket, my everyday carry that I carry anyways, use it for fine camp chores, stuff that the Becker's not suitable for, because let's be honest, it's basically a sharpened crowbar, so it doesn't do well at fine tasks. That's where I carry my Spyderco Endura lockback knife. Again, I don't usually carry I don't like lockbacks in general. I prefer a full tang knife, but you know what? You throw this in your pocket for doing small stuff like cutting cord or even making feather sticks or something like that. Rather than use the crowbar, use the scalpel, right? Next up, this is your pretty standard military entrenching tool. It's steel, aluminum handle. These can be had pretty much anywhere. It's fairly cheap. They're robust. These things will take a beating and keep on licking, right? I've left this thing outside in the winter, found it in the spring, busted all the rust off of it, give it a good shot of WD-40, and it works just as brand new as the day it came out of the box. I use this mostly around camp for manipulating my fire, moving coals around, stuff like that. It also makes a good seat for when you're doing number 2 in the woods. And yeah, and it, of course, it's on my quad in case I get stuck. I've got something to dig with. All of these tools live on my quad on a permanent basis. And finally, the last one, my Silky Gone Boy. The S240, I think they call it. These things are excellent. And again, with an orange lanyard, so you can find it when you lose it. These things are excellent. They can be had fairly inexpensively. About 50 bucks on Amazon, or they used to be anyways. That's where I got this one, Amazon, for about 50 bucks plus shipping. They're reliable. They're made in Japan, so of course, good steel. Very flexible. I've bent these a few times, like bind them up in a tree and have it cause a wow in the blade. Just go back in and bend it back up, and it's good to go. The only caveat to these are, if you're going to buy a Gone Boy and invest the money into it, make it worth your while, because I'll tell you, the replacement blades for these cost just as much as the entire unit. So that's something to think about. If you're going to get one of the huge, massive katanas or the big, massive, you know, that style, and you're going to be paying more money, look at the cost of the replacement blades, because otherwise it might just be cheaper to buy a new one. So I promised you guys a short video, single-parter. Here we go. I'm not going to yatter on for too much more. This has been part 3. Again, I'm going to put a link to my lighter pack in the comments below, or the text box below. This way you guys can go check these things out, see how much all of it weighs. It's all been weighed out and itemized, as well as all my other lists of stuff that I'm taking in this series of videos. So until the next video, thank you. Like I said, I think I only have 5. I haven't seen any more subscribers jump up or anything. It's not like I have 20,000 followers. I have 5 people who watch me. I appreciate each one of you. This is the reason why I make these videos. All right. Thanks again, and we'll see you next week, next time. Cheers.